Good morning, everyone. We woke up this morning bright and early at 8 a.m. We're working on cleaning up the kitchen finally. I didn't film it because I didn't have my phone on me. And we're doing some laundry. I made myself some tea. And yeah, we're gonna try to get some things done since I feel like I'm very behind now because I spent the past 4 days pretty much in bed doing nothing. I did start editing a vlog and then gave up. Sorry y'all, being honest, the vlogs have not been a priority, which is why I haven't been posting as frequently. I used to try to post I really was trying to post at least 2 vlogs a week, and it's been more like 1 vlog a week. Work and other things, life makes it a little bit harder to get all of that stuff done. So, my goal today is honestly just make sure I don't have a fever. So that I can actually go back to work, because that's one of the major reasons I was staying home. A fever just means you're the most contagious, which is why when you have a fever you send people home usually, and I don't want to get anyone else sick. So even though it's money I miss out, well, I have hopefully hours to cover them, but I'll be fine because I've been getting I still worked 3 full days last week, even though I missed 2. So I'm not actually super behind like some of y'all might think. But we are in the mood to clean right now, so that's what I'm doing. Disinfecting everything. Got my Lysol spray, so yeah. We're gonna take a break. I'm sweating. Alright, y'all. I'm dressed. What is this? Oh. I have to go do my return. So I put on clothes. So I can do my FedEx return. I still have to finish cleaning out my dishes in the sink, but I mostly got my kitchen clean. I cleaned my shower, not super well, but good enough for me type vibe. And then I gotta put up laundry still later. And I might still go to urgent care. I just want to make sure I don't have an ear infection and that it's just sinuses that are my sinuses that are acting up. Whew. Okay, I have to figure out how to package. Like, can I just ship my old car compressor as is? So I feel like you're not supposed to do that, but okay, guys. Exposure is crazy high right now. So my compressor, this is the compressor I need to return that they put back in the box for me, but I'm like, I don't know if it needs a box still, or if I can return it just like this. All right, it is now 11 p.m. or a.m. Sorry. It's so crazy. I'm like, I would literally be at work. It's crazy like how much stuff you can get done when you don't work or aren't at work. Working is just spending like hours of your life helping other people. So here's the thing, y'all. I supposedly have an interview. I'm supposed to have an interview to be a flight attendant for a company called SkyWest. I'm like, am I not going to be able to turn? Thank you. I messed up for this little bus. The bus driver told me. I think the bus driver was just practicing the route. Because I'm like, no one's going to school at 11. I do think all the kids start school today. Anyways, what was I talking about? I actually forgot. The way my brain fog. I need to go to urgent care. So basically, I'm about to go get gas, return this compressor, AC compressor. I wasted time buying. I'm gonna text my mom like, I don't know if I'm gonna, I had an interview today. So technically, I have an interview to be a flight attendant at 4:30 p.m. Technically, the interview is not till 7:30, but they let you check in, I think, starting at 2:14, 2:30 p.m. So that's like a 5-hour window. So I was trying to figure out, like, they said there's a mandatory presentation, but I'm like, am I gonna drive an hour and a half for a 30-minute presentation and then come back at 7:30 for the interview portion? I don't know. But I guess that's what they want you to do. But if I was gonna do that, I would have to leave at like 12. And as I told y'all, like, do I look prepared for an interview? So I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to that or not. I'm like, do I really need to be trying to be a flight attendant right now? I don't even know where to go. Well, this person looks like they might be leaving sometime soon. I don't know. But I technically do have time to go. I would just need to like take a lot of drugs because I am currently still a little bit under the weather. So I don't know if I'm gonna go or not yet, but I personally don't know if it's like the right opportunity for me at this moment. Like, I feel like I maybe need to work on like just keep working on other areas of my life before I try to figure that out. Me backing in to get gas is crazy, but it had to be done. Because this car in front of me is literally on her phone, not paying attention. But I think with me not feeling well, especially, I mean, I need to go to urgent care. I have freaking a gross looking scar on my lip. It's just not, this is just not the right time to be focused on that. I don't think it's the right opportunity for me at this time, so I'm probably not going to worry about it. But future wise, I might try to do that, but we're going to pray about that and wait. All right, I made it to FedEx. There's still so much I have to do, y'all. I need to do some returns. I had a pickup order at AutoZone I still have yet to get. But after this, I think I'm gonna go to urgent care because I still have like this weird ear pressure, and I just want to make sure, because if I do have an ear infection, I probably need antibiotics, because you cannot combat that any other way. So we're gonna hope for the best, but just be prepared. All right, we finally returned that stupid compressor. Next, stop urgent care. It's now 11:30. To choose to go to the urgent care that's right by my dad's place because it's more convenient, but hopefully it doesn't take forever. I do not go to the doctor frequently. I don't have a primary doctor here either, so really there's a lot of uncertain stuff with, I hate going to the doctor most of the time, but I'd rather have the precaution, take that precaution than take a risk and wait too long. Alright, y'all, I'm at urgent care now. I'm still waiting for them to see me, but honestly, there's a lot more people here than before, so my headphones fell out, so y'all probably can't hear me. It's a lot more people here than, I feel like the last time I went to urgent care was like 2 years ago. So really, not a place I come frequently. Okay. Alright, so she told me it just looks irritated, but not My ear looks irritated, but it doesn't like an ear infection. So they're just getting me some Flonase. And I told my mom, we're gonna go ahead and go to this interview, y'all. Which I know seems kind of random, but I'm like, I've already done this much, so I just might as well go. So I'm just gonna pack up stuff to go to my mom's. Y'all, I thought I had a fever. They said my temperature was 97.9. Ain't that crazy? All they gave me was Flonase, so I'm about to go take that. Let me see what it says again. 2 sprays in the morning. And that's pretty much it. So I'm about to pack. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this interview, guys, because you just never know. Also, I know like it can take a minute, even once you get an offer from an airline, before you actually start working. So I'm not leaving my current job, but I had no plans to. At this point, I'm kind of just like, whatever happens, happens. Nothing's ever guaranteed with me, guys. But yeah, this is what we're looking like right at the moment. All right, so I'm probably gonna get ready for the interview at my mom's. That way I don't have to worry about driving straight there from here, because it's an hour and a half versus like under an hour from my mom's. Traffic in Atlanta also can be crazy at times. So I just went ahead and packed stuff for the interview and stuff to why am I blanking? Like my interview outfit. I'm gonna put this in here because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need lotion. All right, so I think we're all good. All right, y'all, so if you can't tell by the fact that I'm in bed, I thought about it and just decided I don't feel like it's the right time for me to try to be a flight attendant again. I feel like I want to stay at my current job at least till the end of the year. I want to be a lot more in shape, like at least be under 200 pounds, which my goal is to be under 200 by my birthday regardless. And also I would need to have a lot more money saved, because with that you have to relocate. They want you to relocate and do a 35 days training. The training, you're getting $1,800, which is like nothing. And I would need to have like 0 bills basically. So I just think for right now, it's a no from me, dog. It doesn't feel like the right time. I feel like I would be rushing into doing it, and I don't want to make a decision hastily, however you say it. So we're gonna rest, continue resting. Also, I was like, do I really want to drive under the current conditions I'm in? Not feeling my best, not feeling confident, not honestly prepared to do the interview, because I was still on the fence about it up until about an hour ago when I was like, I guess I'll go. But like, that's a last minute decision. That's not a solid decision. So I think we'll revisit the opportunity probably next year, but for right now, I'm happy with my current situation, job situation. I'm getting settled in. I'm rebuilding savings and everything. So I don't want to worry about that right now. So yeah. Y'all, I just got off the phone with my grandma, and it's always hilarious talking to her because, like, my grandma, I live maybe like less than 10 minutes from my grandma, but I talk to her at least 2 to 3 times on the phone every week. And if it was up to my grandma, she would love to hear from me every day. But I told her I wasn't feeling well because she had called me, I think, either Friday or Saturday. And I had told her I wasn't feeling well, but I guess she didn't hear that part. So I had a missed call from her today, called her back. Usually, like, phone calls with my grandma, they're, like, very short and sweet. She talked to me for a whole 5 minutes. And she lives with her younger sister. And I say young, they're both in their 80s. And the last thing she said was, yo, auntie, she don't know how to keep her room clean. I don't know if I can do this with her anymore. I can't do with this anymore. So my grandmother is very OCD. She's been that way since as long as I can remember. Like, even as a child, I remember visiting her house. Like, she would not let us play, and she had, like, this living room with all the nice couches. She had, like, it covered with the plastic, and you were not allowed to play in there ever. You always had to play in, like, this back den area. This is their old house that I remember. And I actually passed it, I think, a while back, their old house. I just can't remember what the house number was. But anyways, my grandma's always been, like, she's a clean freak, but she's OCD. She likes things to be a specific type of way, and if it's not a certain type of way, it bothers her. And my aunt, great aunt, her sister, is like the opposite. She got her stuff everywhere. She's they basically just don't get along. And it's so funny because I feel like regardless of how old you are, siblings are gonna be siblings. And, like, I remember one time I went to my grandma's house, and the first thing she said to me was, pointing to her sister, she's like, she's getting on my last nerves. I'm like, Grandma. Like, talking about her sister. And I want to say, I think they're, like, 1 to 2 years apart. I'm pretty sure they're close in age. My grandma is the older one, though. But I think they're 1 to 2 years apart. Maybe 3 years, but I want to say they're very close in age, so it's like they're right up there. But anyways, I just thought that was a funny conversation I had. So urgent care basically just gave me a prescription. I feel like I talked about this already. I ended up deciding not to go to my interview, which I do think was the best decision, because I really just don't feel like I'm prepared right now to be a flight attendant. I would need to have just a lot more cushion as far as, like, be able to relocate and, like, do a 35-day training and all this stuff. So I just realized, like, I don't want to rush into, like, going to this interview and I'm not being prepared for, like, if I was given the offer, like, I was not going to be prepared. And I told my mom, like, I like my current job at the moment. I'd like to work here at least until the end of this year. and we'll see how things go after that. But I don't want to rush into doing something or making a decision without really knowing it. That's like if I was gonna be offered the job. Of course, like, just because you go to an interview doesn't guarantee you're gonna get the job. But also, it was just like really last minute me deciding to go at that point. So I was just like, you know what, we're just not gonna try to do something last minute like this. I would have had to drive like an hour and a half. I'm already not feeling the best. I feel like I would have been miserable. So I feel like I made the right decision. And I do still have to go to work tomorrow. I told them the doctor cleared me to go in tomorrow, but I'm just like, I honestly still feel like I have a fever, but maybe it really is just like the sinus pressure makes you feel hot. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not really ready to go back to work, but I've been off for the past 5 days now, so I guess it's time. So peace out.
After Tom Brady.
Alright, y'all, good morning. I called out of work today. And here's why. I was up all night coughing, so I don't know how much sleep I actually got, but it wasn't a good amount of sleep. I also have to meet with my PO today, and still feel like crap, honestly. Do not feel very good right now. So I was just like, okay, you can either try to go to work full 8 hours with little to no sleep, feeling like crap, and have to go meet your PO and then try to get rest after that to recover, or you can call out one more day. I chose the latter, and I'm not proud of it, but I'm just like, you know what, sometimes you have to choose yourself first, and that's what I did today. So we're just gonna try to get as much rest today as I can. It is a lot harder. I feel like when you are coughing, like the coughing part of being sick is another one of my least favorites, but it's also like, I know I'm at the end at least, but if I'm coughing up, phlegm every like 10 minutes without fail, I cannot do my job very well, and I don't want to be around my coworkers and children coughing up that bad. So anyways, I just told my manager, like, I'm so sorry to let you know last minute, but I think I need one more day. Because I really was going to try to go to work today, but I'm like, okay, you got no sleep. You also have to go meet with your probation officer. So we're about to go to my PO and then get that out the way since I'm already freaking up. And then go home and rest as much as I can. Because I feel like what's also really important is getting sleep when you don't feel well. And I tell you guys, like, I try so hard to go to bed, and it's just like I can't sleep. And then like I was trying to sleep and I kept coughing, like every 5 minutes I was coughing up phlegm, could not sleep. I took some Robitussin. Like, I maybe got 3 hours of sleep. I felt like I was up the whole night, and then by the time I fell asleep, you know how if you wake up, so I know I went to bed like after 11, probably closer to like 11:30, 11:45, midnight, and then tried to go to sleep, kept coughing, woke up at some point. I mean, I fell asleep at some point. I remember I had this dream, woke up, and then had to, sorry, y'all, I'm losing track. When I woke up from my dream, I just remember I had to, like, I had to pee, or it's like I couldn't go back to sleep. So that was maybe after, and this is me, like, I don't check the time, because when I check the time, it gives me, like, it makes me anxious, like I'm not gonna get enough sleep. So I don't check the time, so that I don't freak out about how little sleep or how much less time I have to sleep now that I'm up. Once I was up, so I'm gonna assume this was maybe around 4 or 5 a.m. that I woke up, and from whatever dream I had. And then after that, I was still struggling. I know I woke up, peed, and also took some Robitussin. So the fact that I was able to wake up and take medicine and go take medicine is wild to me. Anyways, I'm really hoping tomorrow will be the easy day. Like, it's been, what, 5 days now? 6? This is day 6. Technically, I missed 3 days of work so far, so today I'll have missed 4 days, which is a lot, not gonna lie. That means my PTO is it's not showing I have PTO available, but I'm supposed to have PTO that I can use to cover my hours. So I'm gonna have to see, but maybe they don't let you use PTO for certain hours or something. It really doesn't make sense. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and not worry about working today again, because I just know I probably would have regretted it. And I'm not one, I don't like calling out, but I'm also not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to be miserable. And I feel like there's jobs where, like, you can work that job when you're not feeling well, right? Like, my customer service job, I would just sound really congested on the phone. Amazon, I could do my Amazon job if I wasn't feeling the best. Even, like, some retail, like, if I don't have to interact with a lot of people, could potentially get away with doing that job. But then there's just, like, certain jobs where you have to there's just some jobs where it's just like, you can't do your job when you are under the weather. I feel like anything that's like more physically demanding, honestly. But anyways, I'm still so tired, y'all. Like I said, I keep waking up each day, like, hoping I'm feeling a lot better, and then honestly, it's so funny because reporting for my probation is like really the most nonsensical thing. I don't know how to explain this. Basically, it's like it takes 3 minutes. They'll just ask you, has anything changed? Have you made contact with police? And then if you are going to be making a payment, which I told her I probably won't I'll be making a payment. Oh, sorry, let this car let me go. I told them I would be making a payment at the end of this month. So basically, it's just a whole lot of hoopla. Y'all, I just went to try to go to TJ Maxx. They don't open till 9:30. I thought they opened at 9. So let's go to Burlington. Burlington has like the best hours of like from when they open to when they close. I need like a Powerade or something because actually I'm gonna go to Dunkin'. I'm gonna go to Dunkin', get me some breakfast before I pass out because my legs feel like they are about to buckle. My body's acting like I've never eaten before, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, my muscles just feel... I don't know if people wear masks when they're sick now, but it really just traps all of your bacteria in your mask, and then you just keep breathing in your own germs. That is why I don't wear a mask when I'm sick, because it's not helping. So, because I used to work at TJ Maxx, I know for a fact that the employees are there as early as 5 a.m. doing what's it called? Unboxing inventory. It's not called inventory. Whew. Oh my goodness.
Good morning, American Burlington Dunkin'. What can we get started for you?
Hi, I had a mobile order for Jasmine.
Okay, come on around.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She sounds so peppy and full of joy this morning. What a bubbly personality she had. I thought it was like someone, you know how McDonald's has like the pre-recorded thing? I thought she was a pre-recording at first. I'm like, you just sound so bright and bubbly this morning. What an amazing energy to have from somebody. I need to find my my lip balm. We're getting food and some coffee today because one, my muscles in my legs are cramping, and we don't want to deal with that. Good. Thank you.
That's right.
You too. Alright, maybe that wasn't pre-recording. The lady who handed me my drink, oh, Dunkin's getting their delivery right now. A big old truck. Okay. That is a huge freaking truck for such a small store. And it's probably dropping off like 2 things. Okay. We're gonna go to Burlington. TJ Maxx doesn't open for another 9 minutes. Also, I know for the people who are like really into the shops, you the people who are like the Hello Kitty fanatics are the ones who be at TJ Maxx as soon as they open. Like, that's not really me, but I just like going to the stores when it's not super busy. Alright, let's eat our food and try our coffee. So there is a deal in the app for the everything bagel minis. Ooh, these feel, I haven't had these in so long. And nice and toasty. Like I said, I don't really have much of an appetite at the moment, so it is kind of hard for me to eat food right now. But my body is letting me know I need to eat. It's so soft and pillowy. Okay. No, because I kind of have to pee. TJ Maxx opens in like 7 minutes. I'm like, is it worth me going to Burlington right now? There is not enough cream in this. I feel like Dunkin' used to give you a lot more cream than... It's not bad, but it's still not sweet enough. I just don't think I'm like... I don't have a taste for coffee anymore. Especially when I'm not feeling well. It's like coffee's like the last thing I want to drink. Y'all, I kind of feel weird vlogging now though. I'm almost like, why am I doing this? Only because I'm like, I don't know. I'm getting to a point where I'm just like, I don't like sharing all my business anymore. I've been doing this for like almost 5 years, since like 2019. 2019 was when I like started vlogging, but vlogging every day, I've been doing that since like 2021. And I don't know, I feel like I keep putting all my business out there, and I'm like, I don't need to be doing that anymore. Like, I don't mind sharing some things, but not like everything. And I feel like I just overshare. But, you know, I guess that's why people do like my videos, because they tell me it's like authentic. I'm genuine. I'm obviously not like putting on some type of front for the cameras. Alright, y'all. I don't know who drives this van, but their trunk's open. And They probably accidentally pressed the button on their keys, but I don't want to touch it, but yeah, that's not good. Okay, y'all, this is the best. There's hardly anyone in here. So far, I see a few juicy bags I like. This one. We have this one. And we have this one. I've never seen that style purse. Let's keep looking. Oh, they also have this little pink shoulder bag. Look at this brown one. I actually really like that. Y'all, they actually have some cute stuff. And they have some more of these. Like, I don't really like this color scheme, but if y'all like it, get you one. Once again, this is only $25. Yeah, I have to get this one. So we have a lot of options to choose from. There was a style that I'm looking for. I haven't seen it yet. Y'all, I was so sorry. My camera exposure was all the way up and I did not realize it. Okay, I think that's all. Oh, there's also these small black juicy bags. These are really small. I would pass on super small purses because I'm someone who likes bigger bags, but those are cute for maybe like a child. I think that's all the options I see, and then these black ones are cute as well. Honestly, y'all, I wouldn't mind being a reseller. It's really just like, I would hate to feel like I'm scamming people, because it's like, obviously, if you're gonna buy something and resell it, you want to make money doing it, but at the same time, some people go like overboard when they charge like almost full retail, and like, I don't know anyone who pays the full retail price of these bags, but I guess there's someone buying it if they're able to make money. But I feel like I would feel like I was scamming people. These sandals, juicy sandals, are $13.99, which isn't bad. Look at these little croc boat shoes. I have too many shoes. I can't justify getting anything. Honestly, I have too many purses. At this point, I'm just a juicy couture collector, y'all. And that is my thing. I like collecting the purses for my collection. But also I do wear them, like, period. But I actually love this. There's no one here. I didn't have to like fight. I feel like they had way more inventory early in the morning. So my favorite times to shop is either really early in the morning or late at night. They have some juicy bedding. So here's my thing. I really don't want to invest into bedding until I get my own place. Oh, excuse me, because I really want a juicy couture bed set, but I'm gonna wait till I get my own place or my living situation, because I want to have at least a queen size. And yeah, so I don't purchase any bedding, but they have some cute stuff over here. And then we're gonna go to TJ Maxx to see if I can find some of the viral Hello Kitty blankets, but if not, I'll still be fine, y'all. It just, for me, is more about, like, at least if I see it and know I have the option to get something. They have so many gorgeous blankets. These juicy couture ones. Oh. Y'all, I'm so tempted to get another blanket. I really don't need another one. These are only $17. Look at this one. It's black and purple checker print. These are $17. That's not that bad. The pink and black one. I'm trying to think. I have a lot of juicy couture blankets, but the ones I have right now are mainly it's a twin size blanket, 60 by 90 inch. I'm really tempted to get this. We're gonna add it to our cart, but we might not get it. If y'all saw my cart right now, y'all wouldn't be like, girl. We're gonna have to dwindle it down. I'm doing it a little too much right now, but okay, so many cute mugs. I have enough mugs, y'all, but I always like to look. Burlington has a good selection of Hello Kitty mugs if anyone is looking for them. I'm trying to see where the rest of their cups are, because they usually have more options than this for like water bottles and stuff. I feel like they move things around. Ooh, look at these little Powerpuff Girl shot glasses. They have cute little glass tumbler cups. Pepper and salt. I kind of want this, even though I know this is so like niche. This is so cute, guys. But I feel like stuff like this, I need to wait till I actually have my own place. But oh, that's cute. So I'm trying to only get things I can use right now versus get things for like a future place I don't have, or like, you know, just have like a realistic mindset. Like if it's not something I can use right now, like this blanket I can put on my bed right now, but like, ooh, I didn't even look at these towels. Oh, okay, I don't like them. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out our cart, because we're definitely over what we want to spend. Alright, y'all, we are about to go to TJ Maxx finally. And honestly, since I got a blanket already, if I don't get a blanket, I'll be fine. But we're just gonna look around. We did a little damage at Burlington, but I only got 4 things, but 3 of them were purses. Oh. Alright, there's a lot of Kylie Skin here. You got the toner and the glow mask. Ooh, they have some Innisfree. Y'all, I just paid full price for this. Well, not full price, but however much it costs. And now it's only 12. Ugh, I hate when that happens. Okay, they have a lot of Hello Kitty Halloween stuff if you guys like that. I'm not super into Halloween, so it's not really my cup of tea, but they have a bunch of stuff. Alright, I've been here a minute and I haven't even looked in the blankets. This is what I left the house in, by the way. Alright guys, we are heading home now. I found a perfume I've really been wanting at TJ Maxx, so I'm super happy about that. And I will show y'all what I got when I get home. Of course, I still film like TikTok hauls more than I do like YouTube hauls. So if y'all really want to see what I got, make sure you follow me on TikTok. Oh my gosh, why is there so much gunk in my straw? This is really gross. Ugh. It makes me realize like drinking out of a straw is not very hygienic sometimes. Alright. And it is 10:23. I do actually like that I went to the stores as soon as they opened. It's like a much better shopping experience. No lines, no rush of people. I feel like after 5 is like the worst time, and then like right before close is also good. Alright, I'm grossed out by like all of the crap I'm getting out of my straw right now. And I kind of don't want to drink out of it anymore. So we're about to remove our straw. I'll just drink this like a normal cup. Whew, excuse me. Alright, our last stop is Walmart. And then home. And we're almost done with our Dunkin'. Alright, we're doing good so far. Also, one thing I realized, it's like the things that I buy is not, I don't buy a lot of clothing. I mainly buy accessories. Y'all, my wig is not laying at all, but let me tell you something else I just noticed. Ooh, why does the lace on this look so bad, babes? Ooh, y'all, I still need to learn how to like properly prep my wigs. Okay, so I got myself some juice, right? A bottle of Ocean Spray juice. I could have sworn it used to be 64 ounces. So here's what I noticed. The new juice bottles, here's what a lot of companies are doing. They are shrinking their packaging. So notice how the top of this, like it used to all be like the wide, all the same width, up and down. They shrunk the packaging at the top. We're basically paying more for less now. So not only are companies increasing the cost, they're shrinking how much you're getting. I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. Which way do I want to go home? I'm gonna go the back way. So basically, you get, it used to be 64 ounces. I looked at the bottom, I'm like, oh, it's 60. Because like 64 ounces was like eight servings, right? Eight 8-ounce servings. But now, if you look at the nutrition box, it says about 8 servings. Because it's not 64 ounces of juice you get anymore, which 64 divided by 8 is 8. Like, it's a full 8 servings. So you're getting half a serving less than before and paying more for everything. I'm like, what is going on with these companies? And I feel like I've noticed it with other things too. It's just like they're shrinking the size of things, thinking people won't notice. I noticed with Chipotle or at Moe's, like their bowls got smaller so that they're giving less portions. Like, these companies are literally trying to save money by shrinking the sizes that they're giving as well, so that they can make more products. And I don't know if it's like for more profit, because also that means, you know, you're getting less for your money, but you're also paying more for less. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because like, if you start paying attention to things, you notice like they really think they're getting one over on us. And I feel like someone else pointed this out on like TikTok, how like portion sizes of things are shrinking. And yeah, I noticed that. These companies are greedy. Also, it's like, I feel like people are making more money an hour but still broke. Like, do y'all understand how like crazy it is that I'm making, well, for my personal situation, it's not necessarily, it's two things. It's because I don't work a full 40-hour week, which is why I'm still like, I might just get another part-time job. But I don't know if it's gonna work with my job's hours, because the new hours are about to be like till 5, like 9 to 5 basically, so a full 8 hours instead of 9 to 4:30, which is what I used to work. But anyways, it's just like, I feel like people are making more an hour but still not able to afford like the cost of living. And it's just crazy, because so many people are like, they fought to like be making like the amount of money they're making now, and it's like it doesn't even help, because like the prices of everything has gone up. So it's like you're still making less, you're still not making enough, even though you're making more. It just feels like, you know, I'm not trying to scare people, but Revelations is unfolding right now. Well, Revelations is fully unfolding right now, which basically, in the book of Revelations, it talks about like the cost of things, like inflation being insane. It's like 3,000 something for a loaf of bread. Like, it just talks about how the prices of things gets crazy. And I'm not saying it's like the worst it could be, but it's just like a sign that things are getting worse. Like, the cost of goods just keeps increasing, and it makes no freaking sense. And honestly, it's another way the cost of things increasing keeps people poor as well. Like, if you're already making less money and now the cost of things, it costs more to live than it did before, and they're not increasing wages at the same rate they're increasing prices, because wages might have increased by like 5%, but inflation is closer to like 25% on a lot of things, which is a crazy amount of inflation. Some things, inflation is up like 200%, y'all. So it's just like the wages are not matching the cost of living. And so it's just like, how are people supposed to, like, you don't have money to enjoy things. And I just think like that's why now more than ever, it's just like you have to start being very, very frugal. People aren't eating out as much also. Like, I keep seeing, I'm so glad I'm not a server anymore, but like, being a server, you're making little to no money because all of your money is based off of tips. And if there's not a lot of people eating out, that's like less opportunities for you to make money. So it's gonna hit, like, you can tell there's a recession by the service industry, honestly, because people can't afford to eat out. People will get takeout maybe, but I honestly haven't been eating out a lot. Like, this breakfast, or the Dunkin' I got today, is the first thing I've bought in like over a week, because I did a really big grocery shop at Aldi, so I've been trying to like not eat out a lot, and I've been doing good. But today I was already out, so I just went ahead, and I was hungry. My legs are starting to cramp, so I just went ahead and got me some food. But yeah, like, the cost of living is getting ridiculous, and I just wanted to say, people, like, you have to be really, really smart with your money. Frugal, like, I'm gonna have to be really frugal. The thing is, people still want to be able to like enjoy their lives, because it sucks to feel like, you know, like, I still want to be able to travel and do fun things, but I also don't want to have to be like stressed out financially while doing them. So there's just a lot to think about. All right, we're finally home, and I think I'm gonna be home the rest of the day. I'm gonna get some rest. If I feel good enough later today, I will try to make it to my 7 p.m. Zumba class. But otherwise, we're staying home, resting the rest of our day, and try to just recoup enough so I can get through the rest of my week. I am feeling better. Like, I think walking around a little bit and going out helped, but I just didn't think I was going to be able to work 8 hours today off of the amount of sleep I got. I already feel myself about to crash, and it's not even 11. So here is the juice I got. This is all I got from Walmart. So I got this juice, and see what I mean? It's 60 fluid ounces, y'all. I know these used to be 64 because I pay attention to fluid ounces on things, and you see how like they made the tops of the juices slimmer than the bottom, and this used to all be like the same width. Like, they're just cutting the sizes of things. And what was the reason? I don't know. And then I finally got the Aquaphor balm stick, which I saw someone say you can use this as a primer, and it makes your makeup last. But also, I've been wanting one of these, so yeah. All right, now I gotta show y'all the rest of the stuff I got, but I also need to film a TikTok version of it first, so yeah. I don't know, does it look like I've lost weight to you guys? Because I definitely can kind of tell a little bit with how my clothes are fitting, but what do you guys think? All right, so here's everything that I got. Starting with Dollar Tree, we got some juicy watermelon lip oil. How freaking cute is that? Then I got some more tweezers. I always get these tweezers for some reason. I got this hydrogen peroxide antiseptic. To add to my first aid kit, some Carmex, because the one I have is almost gone. And then this cute little razor. And look how cute it is. It's like sparkly purple. So that's all from Dollar Tree. Then at TJ Maxx, I did honestly mostly clearance shopping. I got these lip sleeping masks. They are lavender vanilla, and it's a 2-pack for $3.99. This Hello Kitty Cream Shop lip gloss. It looks super pretty. This was $6.99. This super peptide cream from Pacifica was on clearance for $5.50. I got these gel nail strips from the Cream Shop, and they were $3, and it also says there's a nail file in here or something. I don't know, but they look really cute. I got this 3D mascara duo from the Cream Shop. You get a dramatic volume and false effect, and this was $5.50 as well. Then this Rebel Rudeco, it's a blush highlighter contour palette for $6. Okay, this is the perfume I've been wanting. So it's the Charlie D'Amelio Born Dreamer perfume. This actually smells so good. The box looks kind of gross, so maybe it was like hiding in the back for a long time. But trust me when I say this perfume actually smells really, really good. And I've been looking for it because I didn't get it the last time they were in stock. So I saw one of these left in my store and I had to get it. And this is what the bottle looks like. It's really cute actually. And then I also got this, sorry y'all, this Neutrogena Invisible Daily Defense sunscreen, and it was only $3.50. This is a really good deal because this usually in store is like $12 or something, so that was a good find. And then I got this little matching set of cotton swabs from Cream Shop. It's Hello Kitty, and these were $5. Alright, so that's everything from TJ Maxx. Alright, last but not least, Burlington is where we did the most damage. And you guys are gonna see why. So, I've stated before, I am a Juicy Couture girl through and through, and honestly, I collect the purses, but I also love wearing them. So, I had to get this. I found this. I've never seen this style before, and I just thought it was super cute. I did not notice that little stitch out, but that's okay. This is the Choose Juicy crossbody in pink clay. I love like the huge little locket on it. This was $20. So it's a decent sized purse for $20. Then y'all, my favorite find is this. So I do have this style purse. It's the retro vibe satchel, but look at this cute design. This is giving like old school Juicy Couture, and I'm obsessed. It's like a dark brown, like it's not black, it's a dark brown. I just love the vibe of this, and it was only $24.99, y'all. I was expecting this to be so much more, so I was like, oh, I saw it and I was like, we have to get that one. Then this blanket I'm obsessed with. It's the plush printed twin size blanket, and it's just the pink juicy pattern. This is going to be my new blanket for my bed, and it was only $16.99. And then lastly, I got this adorable brown shoulder bag, and it says Juicy Forever shoulder bag, and I've never seen this like style print or color before. Like, this is so pretty, and this was $17.99. So we did some damage, but I feel like this was all worth it. And I love adding Juicy Couture bags to my collection. I'm a collector, okay? Like, don't judge me. I know y'all are judging me. Alright, guys. I showered, got ready. I'm about to go pick up some parts for my car. And then I'm repeating outfits. I wore this like 2 days ago. I've literally honestly been wearing the same clothes for like 3 days because I haven't really been leaving my house. But anyways, I'm going to try to take care of my car since I have some time. And my body said, you're not sleeping. I did try to lay down and nap, and it just didn't happen. So I still don't want to have to drive my car. I'm just gonna go pick up these parts I ordered. I'm gonna go check with the dealership though if the car parts. The other unfortunate thing is I have to drive my car that doesn't have AC, and I am not happy about it because who wants to drive a car in the hot summer without AC? Not me. But unfortunately, I will never get my answers. So that's what we're freaking about to do, I guess. Oh, it's already miserable. Oh. It's already miserable. Oh. Alright, y'all. 99 degrees outside according to my car's thermometer. So first we're gonna go pick up the parts I just ordered. I'm gonna go to the dealership, see if the parts that I purchased will work, and then take it to this other guy to fix it, because basically I still don't have AC because this part is missing. Now, I had tried to get it fixed last week, and then like that night I got freaking sick and have been home since. So it's been like 3 weeks dealing with this person, and I do kind of have some regrets, because if I had taken it probably to an actual legitimate car place, and it's not that it's not a legitimate car place, it's just like a very kind of sketchy, it's sketchier, because it's this guy working out of his I mean, he has a garage and everything, but and a business address and all that, but he only takes cash. So I'm just like, there's no customer service, there's no like, you know, real whatever other things. So like I said, I'm going to go pick up the parts, go to the other place and see what they say, and then hopefully have AC by the end of today, in Jesus' name, in this car. And I will be so happy to finally have this issue solved. Like, otherwise I'll just have to wait till Saturday to figure it out, if it is, you know, and have to go to like another car place and just pay out of pocket, which it shouldn't be. It's not expensive to replace, but it's just like, I've already paid for all of this other stuff. I paid for the compressor, condenser. They've already replaced like what was apparently broken, and I'm still like have to pay someone else to fix it. So I just hope it works out for me this time. Patience, like I said, I've been having to be very, very patient throughout this whole process with my car's AC to begin with. So we'll just take it a day at a time. But hopefully, in Jesus' name, my AC gets fixed today and they're able to fix my AC belt, because I'm tired. It's been too long of a summer without AC, and I feel like I've had my dad's car for like a month now. I've been using his car, and there hasn't been any transmission issues, so that's a blessing too, because I hope that whatever happened was just like, I don't know, a sensor issue. But regardless, we're just going to be grateful that there's no other issues at this time. So I have to go back to Ford. I'm going to have them order the correct part. So basically, they gave me the part number. The one that I had is the only one that cross-references to the Ford dealership part number, but it's still incorrect. So I have to go back to, is this where I'm supposed to turn? Okay, y'all, let me pay attention. So I still have to go back to, oh, I think I turned too soon. I have to go back to the dealership, order the part from them, and then take it back to them to replace it again. So they got the one I ordered. It was like $6, so it's like whatever. I wasted another $6 on a belt. And the AC is working, but it's gonna get shredded again, is basically what they told me, because it's still not the right number of prongs that I actually need. So it's like I have AC until I actually get the right fit. Now, if I order this one from the dealership and it's still the wrong one, I will be pissed. I will be pissed. But okay, I'm just gonna come back on Thursday. I'm definitely gonna cash out the guy who's been working on it. His name's Brandon. He's been working on my car for me for multiple, like he's been working on it for a minute. So my AC right now is working. It feels cold, but the AC belt is gonna snap again, basically, because it's still not the right one. But I can tell I have AC temporarily, is what they told me. They're like, you're gonna have AC for a minute until it snaps again. So the part number they gave me cross-referenced to the part that I had purchased already, but it was still wrong. So I'm just gonna have to order it from the dealership and come back. And I just feel bad because they've been trying to help me with this thing for literally 2 weeks now. My ear is not feeling good again. Like, it feels like this ear is blocked, is the best way to explain it. Like, there's pressure building in it. Alright, y'all. So I just ordered the part directly from the dealer. Of course it costs more. It's like, he gave me a discount, but it was like $26. So we're about to go home, and he said they'll call me when the part gets in, which hopefully is not more than like 1 to 2 business days. And it better be the correct part. The only, I feel like, saving grace is I have AC right now temporarily, so I'm like a little bit happier, but they told me it's gonna snap again because I don't have the actual right part still. Now, if the dealership sends me this part and it's still incorrect, I'm gonna be so upset. Also, my throat is like swollen right now, and it looks like there's something stuck in the back of my throat. So I'm concerned a little bit, and I might go back to urgent care because what is that? And I've never seen my throat look like that before. I'm gonna go home and see if it's something that I can pick off. Otherwise, it looks like I have like, hopefully not like laryngitis or whatever else, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know if it's like food stuck, but I've never gotten food stuck on my throat. So I'm like, I'm drinking pretty of liquids and it's not coming off, so. Like, it's been taking so much effort for me to swallow because my throat is swollen. Oh, Lord. Bless it. Alright, so our problem still wasn't fully solved, but we still have a baby step towards it being solved, and that's all I can hope/pray for. The people at the Ford place, though, were super sweet. I'm like, I definitely wouldn't mind taking my car there, but it's just expensive. The most expensive place to get your car fixed is the dealership, but they also have usually the better customer service.
2,000 years later.
At least they have good music taste. This is what dreams are made of. This is what dreams are made of. I go, oh, oh, oh.
Alright, y'all, so I'm leaving urgent care, and basically they told me it looks like there's like fluid buildup in my ear, which maybe I might have made it worse because I tried to rinse out my ear and probably didn't do a great job. I'm about to go to Walmart. They did prescribe me antibiotics and steroids though, so because I tested negative for COVID and for strep, so I'll be okay going back to work tomorrow, I think. I might try to make it to my Zumba class tonight just because I feel like I need to work out. Like, I don't know why. I'm just like, I can't be here all day. Anyways, let me just share this real quick. I just read a Bible verse that just like renewed my soul. Like, it just restored so much joy and peace. It was basically saying how, like, when you endure like trials and tribulations patiently, it just means like you're very blessed. And I'm like, I needed this to read that so much today, because it has just seemed like I've been going through thing after thing after thing, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm patiently enduring all of these crappy situations, and you know what? I'm not gonna let it get the best of me. I'm not gonna let it ruin my whole day. I just keep it pushing, keep being grateful and thankful, and you know what? Don't let it like get you down. And that just renewed my spirit. So like, I need to keep reading my Bible every day, because it really does like feed my spirit and like keep me motivated and boost my like attitude. That just brought me so much joy and peace reading that verse. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm going stopping at Walmart. I'm just gonna get some more like Gatorade and Powerade stuff. I can't eat too much right now because it hurts to swallow. I'm not honestly super hungry. All I've eaten today was my iced coffee, and I had some everything bagel bites from Dunkin' earlier, and then some tea. I might get some more bananas, and I still have mandarins left. I don't really honestly have a huge appetite at the moment. I feel very like, not that I don't need to eat, it's just like I don't really care to eat right now, if I'm being quite honest with you guys. It's like I'm not trying to like starve myself or anything. I just am like, I'm good. All right, we got some bananas. I got a bunch of body armors. Ugh, why is there hair on this? And then Powerades. Oh, I got 4 body armors and 3 Powerades. I'm gonna try to drink one before I go to the gym. I'm gonna walk for at least 30 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Zumba, but we're gonna try. So yeah. God of Abraham, you're the God of covenant and faithful promises. Also, let me show you guys real quick. I've been trying to upload a vlog all day, and look, it's not processing. So I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I'm trying to get vlogs up. Also, my editor won't let me do captions anymore without paying. So I don't know when the next vlog's gonna be up, but I tried to get one up today. Look, it's Tuesday, August 6th. If you guys don't see a vlog up today, it's because YouTube was tripping. My video has said it's been processing for like, yeah, for hours. I'm just gonna try to re-upload it. All right, I am dressed and ready for the gym. Quick OOTD gym. It's honestly like not possible for me to show you guys my outfit. That's not true, but there's always something blocking. Okay. My shoes are in the way. So I had this set. It's from Target, and I just found it. I haven't worn it. It's not technically a workout set. It's just like a lounge set. And then worker socks and my shoes. Nothing super special. I'm gonna fill up my water and grab, I guess I'll grab a Powerade. So, I don't know if I'm gonna go to Zumba today. I am gonna do a walk at the bare minimum because I just feel like it'll be good for me to walk, but I don't know if I'll have enough energy to get through an hour Zumba class, so we'll see. But we are about to head to the gym. Alright, so for whatever reason, I have energy now, guys. Did not rest. Actually did quite a lot today, and I'm kind of grateful. Like, I'm grateful I didn't go to work because it allowed me to, like, kind of take care of some stuff. But I also probably could have gone because I didn't end up like actually resting. But hopefully I can go to bed early tonight. I'm gonna try so hard to be in bed by like 10:30, 11. I know that might be late for some people. That's early for me because I'm usually not going to sleep till past midnight. So I'm gonna try to be in bed earlier today. I feel like my AC is not ACing right now, and I don't like that. Okay, but I'm excited to go to the gym today because I only ended up going once last week because Wednesday night, I think I had gone on Monday and then was planning to go on Wednesday and walk for an hour, and then my car stuff happened, and then I got sick Wednesday night is when I had like the beginning inclinations of not feeling well. Thursday was probably like the worst, where I couldn't get out of bed. I don't know, y'all. Like, I still don't know what I had. I tested negative for COVID. I did an at-home test and it was negative, and I thought like maybe it was, well, I was like, if it's negative, it was expired though, so I'm like, maybe it's not accurate. But I took another COVID test today and I was still negative. So I don't really have any like major symptoms right now. It's just like blockage is pretty much all I have. So not the worst problems a girl could have. And like I said, I'm feeling like up to go to the gym today, which is more than I felt yesterday. I haven't really been coughing either. I was coughing a lot last night and it actually kept me up, and that was one of the reasons I was like majorly upset. But I don't really feel like super congested anymore. Maybe I'm having a reaction to a bunch of the medications I was taking. I don't know, y'all, but I still am grateful every day and say I'm healed, healthy, blessed, and prosperous. That's like my daily mantra that I thank God for every day. Healed, healthy, blessed, and prosperous. I guess you can call that affirmations. I don't know. I don't know what the difference between affirmations and confessions are, but like at my church they used to do like daily confessions, and you're basically just confessing like the things that you want to have. So maybe it is similar to affirmations, but I always called them like confessions. Zumba class. Y'all, I can't even hear out of my left ear right now, but we made it to Zumba class. Okay, where did I park? I am leaving the gym. Oh, my back hurts. I need to do like some stretches. Alright guys, I just got home from the gym. I ended up drinking almost my whole Powerade. So I did like an hour, or no, like 15-minute warm up on the treadmill, and then my hour Zumba class. So I made it through my whole gym sesh. Okay, I really like can't hear very well out this ear. There's like it just feels like there's so much pressure. We're gonna try to make dinner. I'm gonna make something easy. I think I might shower first and then make dinner so I can be like more relaxed. My Temu package came in, so I want to do a haul. I'm just thinking, do I want to do it today or wait till tomorrow? I might wait till tomorrow after I get back from work, just because I'm tired. I don't feel like I'm filming right now. I just want to relax. My vlog did finally post, so it'll be up tomorrow because I don't like posting my vlogs after like 8 p.m. I just feel like that's too late. But this girl did compliment my outfit at the gym today. She's like, where'd you get it? I was like, Target. And I'm like, it's not even actually a fitness set. It's just like a lounge set. But super comfortable. And she was telling me like you can get a bunch of cute like workout stuff from Rainbow. And I was like, ooh, I might have to check that out because one of my favorite workout sets actually is from Rainbow. But I want to start wearing just sets to the gym so I can feel cute and put together. Alright guys, I'm freshly showered. I honestly don't feel like eating anything. I don't feel super hungry, but I feel like I need to force myself to eat something because tomorrow's a fast day. So, let's see. What I've been eating most days is my pasta salad, and then I still have some leftover egg rolls, so I'm just gonna make one of these and then like some of this. Something light, something slight, something easy, you know? Alright guys, I'm about to make my nighttime tea and then go to bed. We just have to pick a mug. So here's the current options. So I try to use only ones that I can microwave. I think this one's microwavable. Let's see. Yep. Alright, we're using our penguin tonight. So this is the tea I like using. So it's lavender, chamomile, and it also has probiotics. And then in the morning, I usually drink this one, and it also has zinc. Alright guys, we're just going to finish our tea and then go to bed. Hopefully I'll be asleep by like 11 or 11:30. So good night.